Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. We are here to debrief the day after the loss against Genoa in the Marassi Stadium 1-1. You will probably tell me, Beppe, you misspelled yourself because you said a loss and it was a draw. Yes, technically it's a draw, but I feel like it's a loss. I'm pissed off. I will watch the other games with a sense of anger, with a sense of frustration. I will have to hope and pray that the other ones are doing bad, because if the first two Fridays that we played, we were able to have a joyful weekend, a relaxed weekend where we were watching the other ones, and the result didn't really matter. If they were flopping like Milan did, like Napoli, Atalanta, Roma, well, it was a bonus. If they were not flopping like Inter, for example, that every single time they were able to overtake us, well, we did our job. We fulfilled our mission because we won our game. Now we didn't. The last Friday that we played of 2023 means yesterday we didn't fulfill our mission. The first one that we have to blame is ourselves. And today in this video I want to blame things that happen, like a lot of attempts, or the big attempts that we missed, but I also want to blame some people. And some of you, a part of you will be surprised, another part of you will not be surprised because they know me a bit more. But today I don't want to go towards I love some players so I will defend them, I love a coach, I will defend them, or I don't like and I will push even more. I don't care. I will go and analyze the game of yesterday. I don't want to analyze the entire season, because the entire season is telling us that we are second and that we are doing actually a miracle. Nobody on earth, or maybe some people that were totally fool, would have said that Juventus was the strongest team of Serie A. But today I want to blame the single game of yesterday, where we missed a lot of things. From before the game, during the game, till after the game. What did we miss yesterday? Well, we missed Rabiot. I think it's evident, it's huge, it's big how much we missed Adrien Rabiot in that middle of the field. One. We missed quality. We missed courage. And we missed after the 48, I'm not saying 86, 48 minutes of the game, we missed lucidity. And you know what we missed as well? It's a penalty. I will speak about it at the end of the video. But yesterday, Davide Massa, that is an experienced referee, 196 game in Serie A, international coach. Yesterday, the disaster performance, he was able to do a miracle. What is the miracle that he did? He was able to make sure that on the front page of the three Italian pages, not only Tuttosport, Gazzetta, Corriere, and Tuttosport, they are all writing the same. The second penalty had to be given to Juve. Frenata Juve. Juve is stopping is the title of Gazzetta dello Sport. Correct, we are stopping. But they're saying at the Bianconeri, they are missing a second penalty that had to be awarded to them. Corriere dello Sport is not only pointing that they should have received that second penalty, but also that Malinowski should have received that red card. And then Tuttosport is also speaking, of course, about that penalty not given to Juventus. But then they are speaking about another thing, da mangiarsi le mani. That means eating your hands means you can regret, you can blame yourself, because that's what we have to do. And that's why I want to speak about what happened yesterday. Let's start with Max Allegri. Max Allegri, that according to me yesterday has big responsibility. You know it, for me, when you win, you share the victory with everyone. When you lose, you share with everyone. Then there are percentages. And I believe the biggest part of the cake is going towards Max Allegri yesterday. For what reason? La prudenza di Max. The being cautious of Max. You know, since the morning, that Rabiot will not be part of the game. He will not even be on the bench. I understand continuity of that 3-5-2. But yesterday, before the game, in the lineups, you should have tried something. Because you were aware, like you said the day before yourself, because Max Allegri said it himself in press conference, we have to play a different game that we played against Inter, Monza and Napoli. The stadium of Marassi will be hell. They will be pushed by their public. It's an aggressive team. It's a team that is waiting for our mistakes. He knew perfectly what would happen. And when you have not Rabiot, I was expecting something else. A 3-4-3. Maybe a Ealing from the start. I was maybe hoping in a Kenan Yildiz trequartista. I was hoping in something. At the other side, we go with continuity with a Miretti instead of Rabiot. For the rest, all the other ones are the same. So if you're doing exactly the same formation, but instead of Rabiot, you are putting Miretti, you are not really going towards we will do another game. And that's the first thing I blame to Max Allegri. The initial lineup that is not showing a lot of courage. The second thing that I'm blaming Max Allegri are the subs. The subs are yesterday, they're arriving too late. I know the depth on the bench is not immense. The quality that we have on the bench is not immense, with only Nicolussi and Nonje as midfielders on the field. But then you're entering a Wea that didn't play since the last international break at the 68th minute, and you saw clearly that he was absolutely not ready to play, except of maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but not to play. You are playing Milik instead of Dusan Vlahovic, and then I'm really surprised 5 minutes later when he's subbing in Junior Ealing instead of Miretti. Not because it's Ealing Junior, it's okay. If you don't put Kenan Yildiz at that moment and you go for Ealing Junior, how many times Ealing Junior saved our asses with beautiful entries, what he is able to do with beautiful assists, sometimes even a goal. Well, I understand it, but then you have to go towards a 3-4-3, which is not. Because Ealing Jr. is playing as a mezzala for big parts of the game, which we know it, we already spoke about, he is not able to do. So you are continuing with your continuity in being cautious. And that's what I blame Max Allegri. And then Kenan Yildiz, that I want always to be prudent, but he has undubious quality. You don't play him at the 88th minute. It's too late for him. I told you about Ealing Jr. already. We have to speak about the people that started the game. Miretti, that is a player that I like. Yesterday I explained in detail why I like him, because I follow him since his youth academy, where he impressed me so much, and I'm not doubting the qualities of the kids, but it's true that in the last 2 years he's not able to show it on the field with the first team. Last season and also the beginning of this season. If we have a midfielder that in the first half is touching only 18 times the ball, we are not there. That means that the kid is still hiding, or that his teammates are not 100% sure that he can make the difference, and we are not looking after him. So we have a big problem here. We have an immense, huge problem with Miretti, that it's not better in the second half, and because until he played, he touched in total 33 games. I remember the words of Sarri that were exaggerating, but he was thinking that the Regis of the team, Miralem Pjanic, which Miretti is not, should have touched 150 balls. I'm not asking 150 balls touched by Miretti, but 18 in first half are absolutely not okay. So you are playing with 10 men with a Miretti that was or hiding or not looked for his teammates. I want to go towards Dusan Vlahovic. I don't care about the fanboys of Dusan Vlahovic. I'm a supporter of Juventus. I'm not a supporter of Max Allegri. I'm not a supporter of Miretti, Locatelli. I'm not a supporter of Chiesa, of Dusan Vlahovic, but I'm a supporter of Juventus. And as long as these players are playing in my team, I will support them and I wish the best to them, which doesn't mean that when they are doing really well, we have to praise them, even if you don't appreciate them that much. If they are doing bad, even if you appreciate them, you have to criticize them. And Dusan Vlahovic is not doing well at the moment. I blamed him for his gesture after his goal against Inter, and I want to blame his performance of yesterday. That was absolutely not great. Then in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, when he will start, and I hope so, banging goal after goal after goal. Don't tell me, Beppe, you see now, you were hating and you were wrong. No, I was not wrong, because I am analyzing the moment of yesterday. The match of yesterday of Dusan Vlahovic was not good. If you are missing at the 21st minute of the game that goal, that fantastic pass of Federico Chiesa, you are not in your game. And it's coming after the penalty missed against Monza. It's coming after a few things missed against Napoli. It's a problem. A striker should score. I don't care that it's his right foot, his weak foot or not, because he was able this season to show us that he was able to score with his right foot more than his left foot. I don't care. Yesterday, this is another big, huge missed opportunity from the striker of the team, for the guy that is wearing the number 9. And if it is only a missed goal, why not? But it's a lot. Yesterday, I tell you, at the end of the game, Dusan Vlahovic is going out of the team. He's being subbed out with only 24 times he touched the ball. But 10 passes is only what he's doing, and he's only succeeding 6. So he has a pass succession of 60%. This is absolutely not well. And the controls of the ball were a disaster yesterday. He's not able to hold the ball. He's not able to stay on his feet. It's a problem. It's really a problem. The chapter Dusan Vlahovic, we have to speak about it. Wishing the best, of course. Thinking and believing in his potential. Being happy that we have him on the team, but he has to upgrade his game. And the fact that he's not taking that penalty, it's another sign that at the moment mentally he's not at 100% of his game, because a striker that is at 100% of confidence level is taking that penalty. He doesn't care, because we are not at the 89th minute of the game where it's a decisive one. It's the beginning of the game. You go, you miss, you miss. you miss. Like you missed against Monza, but we were able to react. Here is just giving that penalty to Chiesa. And Chiesa can say, yes, but I want to give that penalty, or I want to dedicate the goal to Dusan. I don't care. You are the number 9 of Juventus. You have to have wide shoulders. You have to make abstraction of the toxicity, and you have to focus on your game. It is what it is, ragazzi. Because then what is happening? That we are creating big chances and we are missing them. And Dusan Vlahovic is part of it, like Chiesa is it, and like Bremer yesterday, because we missed big opportunities. We had not a lot, and we'll come back on that later. But the one that we have, we missed them. And that's a huge difference with Inter. Because if you're looking yesterday, we had 3 huge, big occasions, and we missed 2 of them. Inter is playing against Udinese. They have 4 big occasions. They are scoring 4. As easy and simple as that. Congratulations, by the way, to Chiesa, that yesterday scored his first penalty with Juve. I also want to blame Federico, because on that gift from Martinez, the goalkeeper, well, he's waiting too long, and that's not okay. If you are lethal, if you are 100% in your game, you don't wait that much before trying. The only thing that he could do at that moment was trying to go over the goalkeeper. I didn't like the performance of our subs. I want to go with Wea. We already spoke about him. He probably was not ready, but he didn't give anything. But it's the same for Milik. It's the same for all the players that entered yesterday. They were not able. And then we go towards another individual. It's Locatelli. Locatelli that is really the image of the game of yesterday. Locatelli that in first half is doing good things and bad things, because he missed a lot also in the first half, but he was able to understand the game. He was able to play short when he had to play short. He was playing long where he had to play long. He was actually trying also to go up on the field, but he was missing a lot, and this is not what we expect. But he was doing an okay game, okay minus, but a total disaster in second half. A total disaster, because I think he's the emblem of what happened yesterday. Juventus is losing lucidity. At the 48th minute, we concede a goal. We have all the time in the world, and we are doing bad thing after bad thing. Bad decision after bad decision. Everything is starting to flop. Our way of playing is totally changing. If in the first half we were playing on the right side and it was working, that combo McKennie, Cambiaso with the support of Chiesa on the right side, in the second half after the goal we are playing on the left side where we were not strong. Kostic was not in his game. Yesterday I said that he did well some things, but a lot of things he did bad. So Kostic was there. Chiesa was moved on the left side. We had a Miretti that was invisible. So why are you changing from right to left? I understand that you have to take the opportunities on the left when you have them, but you can't just go from one side to the other side and neglecting and forgetting the other side. That's a big problem. And also, we changed our way of playing, because yesterday, in the first half, we were even accurate, but we did only 6 crosses, because we were playing with the ball on the feet, on the ground. In second half, after that 48 minutes, what are we doing? 23 crosses in total. So 23 minus 6 is 17 crosses only in second half. Why? Why? I don't understand. And especially if you are aware and you know that in that first half you are losing your duels. At a certain moment we were, I believe it was the 35th minute of the first half, with 73% of duels won by Genoa. They were more aggressive. They were more physical. They were more pressing minded. They were on all the balls. And they were winning because they were believing that they could win that battle in the midfield, especially when you lose Adrien Rabiot and his physicality. Too light. A Juventus that was extremely light, and they lost their minds. When I'm telling you that we lost lucidity, there is a reason why I'm saying it. Because what was really clear in the eyes of Juventini, of the players of Juve yesterday, was that you concede the goal at the 48th minute, and in your mind, immediately, there is the fear that you will not be able to do it. And no, that's not possible. You can't stop doing what you did and what you believed in for 15 match days, bar some episodes, at the 48th minute. Because you have all the time in the world. And why is that? Because we are at match day 16, because the pressure is starting to enter the head of the players, because they are not used to play these big duels on top of the ranking. They started to have that fear that we would not be able to do it. And of course, when you have the fear, you're starting to do everything bad. We saw it yesterday. Was absolutely not the same as against Verona. Against Verona, we win at the 96th minute, but why? Expected goals of 3.37 in that game. 30 attempts, only 6 on target, because we are known to miss big occasions, but 30 attempts. Against Monza, we win at the 94th, but 2.6 of expected goals, 18 attempts. Yesterday, we went only with 11 attempts against Genoa. Only 11. 4 shots on target only against a defense that, honestly, is not the best one of the world. We should have done much better. We should have done much more. But when you think about it, when you're scared, you can't. And then I want to go towards the penalty. I want to go towards the penalty that was not given yesterday. Because that penalty, I watched it, I rewatched it again. Yes, we can discuss about the fact that it has been deflected, but the arm is too wide open. With Dusan Vlahovic, that is really close. If he's not touching it, secondly, with the hand, because it's not a touch with the hand, with the arm that is alongside your body or right leg. No, it's really big. So it's actually augmenting, increasing the volume of his body, touching it, and it's going on the hand. It's not giving penalty. It's not giving penalty. And you know why I'm pissed off? Not because that much he didn't give the penalty, because you can go with interpretation, but why? 3 weeks ago, we go and watch Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle, where the defender of Newcastle, the number 21 here, is touching it first with his flank, and then exactly the same with his hand, arm. The referee is giving penalty. It's exactly the same episode, even more evident at Juve, because the player of Newcastle is not even really touching it, It's touching, but, like in caress, like this. While the one of yesterday of Genoa is really touching it then. Why? There is a different interpretation. That's my big question. And my big question is even bigger when I see that Malinowski, that is going on Kenan Yildiz, that is a red for everyone on earth. Every human being on earth is giving a red here. And it's not giving red. Then you go and you see who is in the VAR room, and you see that it was Fabri. It was Fabri. Who is Fabri? The one that during Sassuolo, Juve didn't give a red card in the VAR room to Berardi. While it has been given in all the other episodes of Serie A. But in Sassuolo Juve, no red card. Yesterday, no red card. So tell me, how do I have to believe in competence of people behind the screens of VAR or referees if I see these kind of things? Because when you are dueling in a Corsa Scudetto, in a title race, every minimal detail is making the difference. Did we deserve in gameplay, in attitude, in behavior to win yesterday against Genoa? No. Did we deserve to receive that penalty and try, because you never know if we will score or not? And you score, you win. Yes. Because a penalty is part of the game. Like a corner kick, like 137 passes in a row, like 3 passes in a row, like a mistake of a goalkeeper, like whatever. It's part of the game. And when it's part of the game, it has to be awarded. It is what it is. Or at least uniformity. And it can't be that Inter is receiving everything, the slightest touch or whatever, and Juventus is not. Because then I'm opening question mark, not only about the competence of the referee. It is what it is. We take it, what now? What now? Because that's, of course, the big question. What now? What now? We have to be calma. Because the analyze of today's game, it's today. Doesn't mean that we didn't do well before. The games before are not luck. The game of yesterday was not misluck. And that's an important thing, because you will see some people saying we had no luck, while in all the other games we had luck. No. We did what we had to do. We deserved to lose against Sassuolo. We deserved to draw against Bologna because we were not better than them. Other games, like, for example, the game of Napoli, Milan, Lazio, Monza, we deserve to win because we deserve to win. So now, let's not change the perception of what we did until today, and let's try to get back to victory immediately against Frosinone this weekend. Let me know everything you think in the comment section. Thank you, Forza Juve.